Imagine a world where we could design medicines not by chance, but by design, where the next life-saving compound wasn't found in a petri dish after years of blind searching, but conceived, pixel by pixel, in the digital mind of artificial intelligence. This isn't science fiction. It's the cutting edge of a revolution happening now, quietly transforming how we approach human health and disease. The very notion challenges our historical reliance on serendipity and laborious experimentation, offering a path toward precision and speed previously unimaginable in this vital field of human endeavor. We stand at the precipice of a new era in therapeutic innovation. For a century, drug discovery has been a monumental task, a slow-motion lottery. Chemists would synthesize thousands of compounds, test them, and hope for a hit. It's like looking for a single, specific key in a warehouse filled with millions of locks, each one requiring a unique, handcrafted replica. The sheer scale of this endeavor meant that many potential cures remained undiscovered, lost in the vastness of chemical possibility. This painstaking process, while yielding remarkable successes, was inherently inefficient, consuming vast resources and time for often meager returns. Many promising avenues were likely abandoned simply due to the overwhelming effort required to explore them fully. The human body is a symphony of chemical reactions, a marvel of intricate biological machinery. To heal it, we need to compose new molecules that can precisely interact with its delicate mechanisms. This requires an intuitive grasp of chemistry's deepest rules, an understanding of how atoms dance together to form functional structures, and how those structures perform their specific tasks within our cells. It's a level of intricate understanding that has historically relied on deep expertise and extensive empirical observation, often bordering on artistic intuition for the most gifted researchers. But what if a machine could learn those rules? Not by memorizing textbooks, but by immersing itself in a universe of known chemical interactions, learning from countless examples. This is the promise of generative AI in drug discovery, a new paradigm that moves beyond brute force to intelligent design. By processing data at a scale and speed far beyond human capacity, AI can uncover patterns and relationships that elude even the most experienced scientists, paving the way for a more targeted and efficient approach to creating new therapies. Think of it like teaching a prodigy to play chess. You don't just give them the rulebook and expect mastery. Instead, you let them play millions of games. They start to internalize the strategy, the patterns, the subtle advantages of certain openings, and the devastating power of a well-placed piece. They learn what makes a winning move through sheer, vast experience, developing an almost intuitive understanding of the game's dynamics. This emergent intelligence, built from countless interactions, is the model we aim for in molecular design. Generative AI models do something analogous with chemistry. They are trained on colossal datasets of existing molecules, their properties, their interactions, and how they behave in biological systems. They learn not just the names of atoms, but the grammar of chemical bonding, the syntax of molecular interactions, and the subtle nuances of molecular geometry that dictate function. This deep immersion allows the AI to build an internal representation of chemical reality, much like a musician internalizes music theory and develops an instinct for composition. Instead of memorizing specific drugs or their effects, these AIs learn the underlying principles that govern molecular behavior. They understand how atoms bond, how electron clouds interact, and what configurations lead to stability or reactivity. It's akin to learning the fundamental laws of physics to engineer a bridge, rather than simply copying existing blueprints without understanding the forces at play. This foundational understanding is what enables true innovation, allowing for the creation of molecules with entirely new properties and applications. Once trained, the AI can be tasked with generating novel molecules. You don't tell it precisely what molecule to make. Instead, you define the goal or the desired properties. For example, The prompt might be, design a molecule that can bind to this specific protein target, effectively inhibit its activity, and demonstrate minimal predicted toxicity or side effects. This isn't a command to create a specific object, but a request to solve a complex problem within a defined set of constraints, much like an architect receiving a brief for a unique building. The AI then leverages its learned knowledge to construct entirely new molecular blueprints. This process isn't just about rearranging existing fragments or making minor tweaks. It's about creating genuinely new combinations, exploring vast chemical spaces that human intuition, limited by experience and cognitive biases, might never have reached or even conceived of. The output can be a cascade of unique structures, each with the potential to be a breakthrough, pushing the boundaries of what we thought was chemically possible. These generated molecules can be incredibly intricate, often featuring unusual ring structures, novel functional groups, or unique three-dimensional arrangements of atoms. They are not simply variations on a theme or remixes of known drugs. They are genuinely novel chemical entities, born from a deep understanding of chemical principles combined with the predictive power of mathematical probabilities. Some might look unlike anything seen in nature or previous synthetic efforts, showcasing the AI's capacity for true chemical creativity. The real magic happens when these AI-designed molecules are synthesized and tested in the lab. Early results have been astonishing. Compounds that human researchers might have dismissed as too complex or unlikely to be effective have shown remarkable promise. This doesn't mean AI has replaced human scientists. Rather, it has become an incredibly powerful co-pilot, augmenting their intuition and expanding the horizons of what they can explore. Consider an analogy. Imagine an architect designing a skyscraper. They don't just randomly stack floors. They apply principles of physics, material science, and structural engineering. Similarly, the AI, having learned the physics of molecular interactions, can propose structures that are not only novel, but also stable and synthetically achievable. It understands the constraints of building something real in the physical world, not just a digital fantasy. The AI isn't just guessing. It's making informed predictions based on patterns learned from vast amounts of data. If it suggests a molecule with a specific arrangement of atoms, it's because that arrangement, based on its training, is statistically likely to achieve the desired outcome. It's a highly sophisticated form of pattern recognition and creative generation, guided by the underlying logic of chemical behavior. This capability is not limited to just a few types of drugs. AI is being applied to design molecules for a wide range of diseases, from rare genetic disorders to common infections, and even for developing new materials with specific properties. The underlying principle remains the same. Leverage AI's ability to understand and generate complex patterns to solve intricate problems at the molecular level. However, it's crucial to remember the seam, the boundary where AI's capabilities meet reality. While AI can design novel molecules with high predicted efficacy and safety, these are still predictions. The ultimate test lies in laboratory synthesis and rigorous biological testing. Many AI-generated candidates, like those from human design, will ultimately fail to translate into effective medicines. The AI provides a powerful starting point, but it doesn't guarantee success. The sheer volume of potential molecules that AI can generate presents a new challenge. Selection. How do we prioritize which ones to synthesize and test? This requires sophisticated filtering mechanisms, often also powered by AI, to assess not just efficacy, but also synthetic feasibility, potential toxicity, and patentability. It's a complex pipeline, and AI is optimizing each stage. Furthermore, the black box nature of some advanced AI models can be a hurdle. Understanding precisely why an AI designed a specific molecule can be difficult. While researchers are developing methods for interpretability, Ensuring that the AI's reasoning aligns with established scientific principles is an ongoing area of research. Without this understanding, trust in the AI's suggestions can be limited, especially for critical applications like medicine. The datasets used to train these AI models are also critical. If the training data is biased, incomplete, or contains errors, the AI's outputs will reflect those limitations. Ensuring high-quality, diverse, and representative datasets is paramount to developing AI that can design molecules applicable to a broad spectrum of human biology and disease, not just a narrow subset. Despite these challenges, the impact of AI on drug discovery is undeniable. It's accelerating timelines, reducing costs, and, most importantly, opening up entirely new avenues for therapeutic innovation. We are moving from a paradigm of finding drugs to one of designing them, a fundamental shift in our capabilities. This is not about replacing human ingenuity, but about amplifying it through intelligent tools. Consider the potential for personalized medicine. AI could, in theory, design bespoke molecules tailored to an individual's unique genetic makeup or specific disease profile. Imagine a treatment precisely crafted for you, minimizing side effects and maximizing effectiveness. This future, while still distant, is made more plausible by the advancements in AI-driven molecular design that are happening today. The speed at which AI can explore chemical space is staggering. What might take a human team years of painstaking work, an AI can conceptualize in days or weeks. This acceleration is crucial for tackling urgent health crises, like pandemics, where rapid development of new antivirals or vaccines is paramount. AI offers a powerful tool to compress these development cycles. Moreover, AI-designed molecules are not just for human health. The principles are being applied to create novel catalysts for industrial processes, design biodegradable plastics, and develop advanced materials for electronics and energy storage. The ability to design matter at the molecular level unlocks possibilities across virtually every scientific and engineering discipline. This technology represents a profound shift from empirical discovery to predictive design. Instead of randomly testing hypotheses, researchers can now use AI to generate highly probable solutions to complex molecular challenges. It's like moving from a treasure hunt to a guided expedition, where the map is constantly being refined by the intelligence of the explorer itself. The search for novel compounds becomes a process of informed creation. The computational power required for these generative models is immense. Training them involves processing petabytes of chemical data, simulating molecular interactions, and optimizing billions of parameters. This is why access to powerful computing infrastructure and specialized AI hardware is becoming increasingly vital for leading research institutions and pharmaceutical companies pushing the boundaries of this field. The economic implications are also significant. By speeding up the notoriously long and expensive drug discovery process, AI has the potential to drastically reduce the cost of developing new medicines. This could make life-saving treatments more accessible and affordable, a critical goal for global health systems struggling with rising healthcare expenditures and unmet medical needs. As AI models become more sophisticated, their ability to understand nuanced biological contexts will also improve. This means not just designing molecules that bind to a target, but designing ones that behave predictably within the complex environment of the human body, considering metabolism, distribution, and excretion. This holistic approach is essential for developing safe and effective drugs. The field is still rapidly evolving. New architectures, training techniques, and datasets are constantly emerging. What seems cutting-edge today may be commonplace tomorrow. Researchers must remain agile, continuously updating their models and methodologies to harness the latest advancements in AI and computational chemistry to stay at the forefront of discovery. Ultimately, AI in molecular design is a testament to human ingenuity. It's a tool, crafted by people, designed to augment human capabilities. The most exciting discoveries will likely come from the synergy between human creativity, intuition, and the unparalleled processing power and pattern recognition of artificial intelligence. It's a collaboration that promises to unlock new frontiers in science and medicine. The ability of AI to design novel molecules is not a magic trick. It's the result of carefully architected algorithms trained on vast, meticulously curated datasets, guided by the fundamental laws of chemistry. It represents a powerful evolution in our toolkit, allowing us to explore the chemical universe with unprecedented precision and speed, pushing the boundaries of what's possible in medicine and beyond. This is the frontier where artificial intelligence is not just analyzing data, but actively creating. It's a profound shift, moving from a reactive mode of scientific discovery to a proactive one. The implications for human health, materials science, and countless other fields are immense, opening up possibilities we are only just beginning to comprehend. The process is data-driven, computationally intensive, and fundamentally transformative. The loud takes get the clicks, but the careful work gets buried. A like and a subscribe are why we dig into the details behind AI's latest breakthroughs.